Say I welcome you. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, bonjour, bonsoir. Hi. Let's go through my journey of our twins, our identical twins, pregnancy and birth. Yeah, her identical twins, pregnancy and birth. In 2017, around October, early October, I was at work. I was on call. I work as one of the senior psychiatric practitioner in England, the United Kingdom. So I was on call. I was at work. I was handling the crisis team day-to-day activities. Then all of a sudden, I felt something pushed down my private part, and remember I was on call with a patient who was experiencing suicide ideation and with intent as well. So I get myself together and I just said to myself, okay, just wait, Janet, deal with the situation first. You need to save lives. That's what my passion is. And I also know that, I need to check what's going on in my body. And, my life is a priority as well. But I felt this patient I was dealing with needed my, 100% support because it's a high risk patient. So, as soon as I navigate the patient to the multidisciplinary team who is going to support him through his mental illness journey, I also notify my colleague at work that I'm coming. I need to just go to the washroom for a few minutes. I went to the washroom and I was shocked what I saw. I saw like a very, like this size of clot underneath me. And I didn't really know what was happening because obviously I wasn't on my period. So I was like, what's going on? And I felt like, like a pelvic pain as well. So I cleaned myself up and got myself together and I rushed back to my on-call duties. So after a while, I took about 5 minutes break and I spoke with um, my partner and I said to him, this is what is going on and I need somebody to take over if I'm to leave work, but I couldn't leave work. That's one of the twins girls that came in. So I couldn't leave work. So he said to me, he said, oh, it's okay, darling, that, don't worry. God is on our side. So I finished work that day like an hour late as well because it was extremely a busy day for us had a team as we have so many crises of patients and we have to make sure that everyone is not at a continuous risk or at risk. So we need to make sure that there's proper measures taken following the guidelines of the trust, which is the trust policies, and also other policies that we have to follow as medical practitioners or clinicians. So I had to, on every patient as well, you have to write update notes because, even while you're not at work, other clinicians or medical practitioners can read about this notes so that they can continue to take care of these patients. And don't forget, with these patients will have suicide ideation with intent, history of suicide ideation, self-harm, self-abuse, so many things like that. So you've got to be well organized when you're documenting on these patients. And that's what I have passion to do to save lives. So it was on a Friday this day. I went home at about past 7, like 1 hour and some minutes past my finished on call duties at the crisis team. So when I finished, I went to the washroom again. I looked at myself and I saw another clots coming out. I cleaned up and I though I didn't have any sanitary had with me. So I just cleaned up and I did went straight to the car park to rush home. It's gonna take me like an hour and 30 minutes to drive home because this is a busy hour. It's a Friday evening where everyone has to go out for weekend. Normally the journey is like 45 minutes to 1 hour to get home. So I drove home, I was calling my kids, are they okay? And they said yes, and I spoke with the dad as well. So my way home, I was just saying to God, God, I know you're with me. I had three kids already, and the first one was around I think going to 15. The second one was around um I think 10, yeah, going to 11. And we also had another child as well, who is around, I think, 9 or 8.5. Yeah. So we were done with kids. So when I go home, I took shower and I went straight into the washroom. At the bathroom, I took my shower, and there was a program going on with one of our man of God as well, our father in the Lord as well. And we used to call him Pastor Adewey. So, and there was another program going on with one of our father in the Lord as well, man of God, which is Bishop David Oyedepo. So I don't know which one to join because I believe in God so much. So I remember I joined like both, but I was extremely knackered. I needed rest after a long day shift at work, you know, and also because of what was going on in my body, I needed, rest. So my husband told me just to go to bed. I on the program, and I remember yeah, it was the second program I tuned into. So I sat down and I just had some water, in the bottle, and also I had dinner, a little portion of dinner, and I went to sleep. And then the morning I had clothes as well. So I rushed into the bathroom. I took my shower and I said to my husband, before going to work on Monday, I need to go to the A&E. He said, okay. So he took me with one of our kids, and he was in the car with him, and I went to A&E. When I got to the A&E, the doctor asked me to be seen as soon as possible. And when I got in, it was a student doctor that did attended to me. I never knew she was a student doctor. So I got in, she said to me that she needs to check internal, and I said, "Oh, okay." So I did say to her, I don't want you to check internal because I don't know what happened. So I just had like, it's the discerning spirit that said to me, no, don't do that. If you do that, you're going to cause more disruption to your body. So I declined. And a lady said to me that if you decline, you have to put it in writing because, now I can see that you're bleeding. And if you continue to bleed and walk out through that door, something happens to you. What you write down to us will prove to the world that you left the hospital. I said, that's fine. So I signed. So by the time I would write my initials, she was shocked to know that I was a medical practitioner as well, that I, as a clinician, as who is qualified, she is still in training. So she apologized to me with the way she talked to me because she was really somehow a little bit rude, which is okay, the training, the nervous, the handshakes. So I went home. So when I slept in the night, I saw like I attended another program, and it was a program going on, and I saw like a boat. The boat consists of 5 seats, and I didn't really understand what it meant. And the boat came through her window, and there was sea at the back of her window. And I was like, what's going on? And the boat looked like a buggy, like a pram where you used to push children. And I had this voice that said, that is the seats for your children. And I was like, I don't understand. So after few days, few weeks, I was becoming more sick. I didn't know what to do. I still continue to go to work, because I needed that social activities that is, regarding work, not just my home. Because I'm used to that. I'm used to, waking up very early in the morning, setting the kids ready for school. My husband also setting the kids, for school as well. And also, 9 o'clock, 8:30, I'm at work till evening. I'm used to that working pattern. That's one of the twins coming in as well. So I became more sick and I didn't know what to do. And I was saying to myself, what should I do? I don't know. So I told my husband, I said, can we test for pregnancy? Can we do pregnancy test? He said, yes. So he bought a kit, pregnancy test kit, and I used it to test for pregnancy. And I was shocked. I am pregnant. I was pregnant. I said, okay, if I'm pregnant, then I'm not supposed to be having this clot. I'm not supposed to be having this blood because this is pregnancy, except the pregnancy is threatened or ectopic pregnancy. So I said to myself, what should I do? I waited for some time to see how it's coming. I said, okay, if this pregnancy is threatening, then I should have miscarriage. I continued to watch for miscarriage, but I never had any, like more blood. I will prove to you this miscarriage. It's just a clot and some blood. So when it was, I then went to my GP and I said to my GP, please, can you book me? I'm pregnant. Although it wasn't what we were expecting because we were done with kids, 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. We were really done with kids. So I then was referred to the midwife because for every pregnancy you will be referred to the midwife, not knowing I would not be needing a midwife. I would be needing pediatrician who are experienced and who will take care of this pregnancy and not just one visit, multiple visits to monitor the kids and myself. So the journey started. Wow, glory be to God. So I got to the midwife and she found it very, like something is not adding up. So we agreed to go on scan and I went for scan. And when I got there, my husband and I went for the scan. Um, it was February 2018. So my husband was looking for parking because in the hospital there's many scarcity for parking. So he was looking for parking, and I was, he said to me, don't let us be late for the appointment. You go up, and I know where you're going, and tell them that your husband is coming, and I will meet you there. So he went to park his car. I told him at the door that I'm expecting my spouse is going to come upstairs, things like that. So when I got to the room, it was taking long, and I didn't want them to delay all the patients outside as well. We want to have the same scan. So I told them that my partner is coming upstairs. He went to park the car. There was scarcity of car park in space at the hospital. They said they understand the procedure, that it's okay. So it was a lady that was going to do the scan. There was another lady who is, doing the computerization of the scan, sits in front of that technique, the technology. So I just let myself loose, and she was, just doing what she's supposed to do. And she said to me, congratulations. I didn't answer her because that's not the first, that's not the second, that's not the third. I know this is her fourth pregnancy. So I just kept quiet, because obviously it wasn't a planned pregnancy, but we would not abort it. No, we would not risk that. We would not, destroy life. So she said to me again, congratulations. I didn't answer her. Then she said to me, hello, mom. I said, congratulations, you're expecting twins. I said, what? She said to me, yes, you're expecting twins. I said, okay, all right, are you sure? Then she was showing me twin A, twin B, or twin one, twin two. So then my husband came in. Then she said to me, shh, don't say anything. So when he came in, he said, oh, hello, dad, congratulations. The same thing, he did. He did not answer her because he was like, this is not our first, second, third pregnancy. This is the fourth pregnancy. So, we're not expecting it, but glory be to God. We embrace it. So, it continued to, have that surprise congratulation through his brain. But he said, oh, thank you. Then he sat down again, because the lady continued to say congratulations. Then he said, you expecting twins? My husband said, what? Then he showed him, this is twin A, twin B, twin one, twin two. And we were like, oh my God, and my husband held my hand because obviously he's twin as well. His mom had two sets of twins. That's my husband, the father of my kids. His mom had two sets of twins. And we were not expecting twins because we were already done with kids. So he said, oh. Then the lady that was doing the scanning said, my mom had three sets of twins. So, what? And the lady on the technology said, yes, my mom had two sets of twins. What? So it's all about twin galore. A mom who is expecting twins, dad who is also twins, his mom had two sets of twins, who is also expecting twins, the lady doing the scan, his mom had three sets of twins. The lady on the technology, our mom had two set of twins. So it's just about twins blowing in the room. Woo-hoo-hoo. So, everyone was just happy in the room and we went. But that was when the journey started. Oh God, my twins were not just an ordinary twins. They are identical twins. They are called monozygotic twins. Now let's read it out here. Monozygotic twins occur when a single fertilized egg splits into two and develops into two individuals 8 to 12 days after conception, and the embryonic layers that split to form monozygotic twins begin to develop into specific organs and structure. So, therefore, our twins are called identical twins. They have one egg split into two, forming in the same placenta, a single placenta. It is the most high risk of twin pregnancy. So immediately it was discovered that they are monozygotic twins. I was referred to a specialist pediatrician who is going to monitor the pregnancy day-to-day basis because both of these babies may not survive or one may not survive. It's a very risky pregnancy. So we continued in that dimension for visiting, the hospital with pediatrician, with nurses on standby. They continue to monitor the twins. Now, it has started. One of the twins is not growing. So there's what they called, let's go into this as well, twin to twin transfusion syndrome, TTS, which means that one of the twins is supplying blood to the other, and that could risk the life of the twins that is supplying blood, because which means that every fluid blood going into that twins is transferred from that twins to the second twins to survive, which means this the one that is the twins transferring this blood will not have enough blood to survive. So now the journey started. There were so many tests to prove if this is going on. The one twin is not growing with supplying the blood. They don't understand, what to do at that moment. Then I continue to pray. I said, God, if you put these twins into my stomach, my womb, that I don't know about, and you took care of these twins, to form to this stage, that you've got to help me to the end. And I had this voice that said, relax, daughter. I did this, I started this, it's none of your business. Relax. So I've got another baby in here. Come this way. Come on. This is the other baby we had after the twins. My story is so big. It's a big testimony. Okay, hold on, we're doing live program. So after we had, he's been playing, crawling on the floor. You can close the door, that's fine. I'm fine with him. Yeah. So after the many tests were done, they still continue to monitor what is going on because they need to know if the twin is supplying blood to one another. And it proved no. The twins was just small. The twin B was just small. Then later they said it can be ruled out. They still need to continue to monitor. Lo and behold, everything seems fine. The twin B continued to grow in the same size as twin A, but not as big as twin A. Still, they continue to monitor because it's a very risky pregnancy. So we continue like that. 4 months, 5 months. I go to visit the hospital almost 3 times in a week, monitoring the twins, monitoring me. The tummy seems to be bigger than, even at work, people were saying to me, this is not one baby. This is not one baby, Janet. You need to check. I said, I have not checked, though I have checked, but I don't want to say out yet. I said, I haven't checked. They told me, no, this is too big a tummy. I know. So we continued, and you know, um, the twins continue to grow. They continue to grow. They continue to grow, and yes, we wanted to travel to Canada. We wanted to relocate to North America. The twins were about 6 months, and we, had to make the decision to fly over the Atlantics and go to North America. Travel with this pregnancy, and in the plane, it was, oh goodness me, I don't know how to describe it. We were just praying, Father, don't make these twins come out now. Lo and behold, we got to North America. My kids, my husband, we were so happy. Myself, it was a big relief. I was doing this when the plane land. I just thank God. Now the birds, before the birds, the weight was too much. I couldn't eat anymore. I was trained up every morning. I was trained up every afternoon. I was trained up every evening. It seems like everything is not going into my stomach. I had no space to store food. Anything I eat, I throw up immediately. I was just so knackered, tired. I would drink like this bottle. Let me see if I could get the bottle. I would drink like let's say the 50 ml bottle. I can drink like 8-10 bottles in a day. I was feeling thirsty, and as soon as I drink it, I would throw up. I needed ice cubes, cold water, cold drinks. As soon as I take it, I'll throw up. Every time I take, I'll throw up. It was sunny weather. It was so sunny. I can't get clothes on my body. If I show you the picture, you'll be sure. My tummy was so much. I barely see what is down. So when we got to North America, we had to go through the process of the medical procedure. Want to know if the twins are okay, are they doing fine, blah, blah, blah. We continue with that. And you know what? The twins are good. pregnancy diabetes were ruled out. Every pregnancy disease were ruled out. God just sustained me to the level that even people could not believe. 36 weeks, I was still carrying this pregnancy. 37 weeks, I was still carrying this pregnancy. 38 weeks, I was still carrying this twins pregnancy. But you know what? I barely walk. I was just on bed. 38 weeks, I was still carrying the pregnancy. But I said to my obstetrician, we call it obstetrician in America, in North America. I said to them, I'm tired. Can you take this baby out? I barely sleep, I barely walk, I barely breathe. He said to me, you're doing well. Let's hold on. I will continue to monitor you. And at almost 39 weeks, the cesarean was booked, and I had a beautiful twins girls, and they were so perfect. They were so perfect that the whole surgeon in the room, we had two surgeons, we had four nurses, we had student nurses, and the surgeon in the room, the gynecologist, the obstetricians, and the nurses. My husband as well were shocked to see how perfect these girls were. They didn't have to go to the NICU. They were so beautifully made by God. They were so beautifully perfect by God. And I want to share my pregnancy and a twin story with you to say to you, you know, if you need twins, it can be done. If you believe, if you have faith in God, God can do it. And you know what? You need to relax your mind, eat balanced diet, and also you can have the full term pregnancy, just as I have with twins. And I will be showing you my twins later on as well in the video. They are 4 years old now, going to 5. And when they were 1 year old, we had this beautiful boy as well, you know. So, yes, this is our twins, identical twins, pregnancy journey, and that. See you in my next video. We love you. Take care. Please subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Take care.